What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy Quick. I'm back again for another little episode, man. Tell y'all a little bit more about me. Um, other day I went to court. Yesterday, matter of fact, I said the other day. Yesterday I went to court. Got pulled over. DUI is what they say. I wasn't DUI really. They hit me with public intoxication. Either way it goes, man, I had to come out of pocket for it and had to do some classes and all that, man. And like I told them, told my PO, compared to what I was doing, I ain't selling dope, I ain't toting guns, I ain't bothering nobody. I had a couple drinks, man. I shouldn't have been driving, whatever. It cost me in the end. Shit happens, man. I ain't nothing I can do about it. Accept it. License suspended for a year, but I got driving privileges to go to work, back and forth work, and all that good stuff, man. Go pay my ticket bills and all that, man. But hey, it cost me some, man. I tried to get some footage of that for y'all, man. If y'all can see this courthouse, man. I'm talking about the courthouse. You can just tell that's how they made their money. Off traffic tickets, man. But I mean, hey, it happens. But like I said, man, in the end of the day, my goal is to start a record label, do all types of things, magazines. I see a lot of dudes do things, man, and I'm starting my stuff off, man, by just telling y'all a little bit about me, a little bit about the life I come from, for y'all can understand who it is y'all be supporting, who it is that y'all be dealing with. I can't rap, so I'm gonna get that out there first, but I make beats, I can be behind the scenes. I'm a smart person. I don't really know nothing about the record industry, but I figure it out. But it's on to a little bit more about me, man. As I was saying, man, in my last video, that was my first time doing that. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, this whole technology thing. I've been locked up so long, I don't really understand things. I remember when I got out, my niece was the one that taught me how to work with a smartphone. She was 4 at the time. So, I'm still catching up, still learning. That's why I ain't getting no footage of me going to court and all that. I tried to, I gotta learn how to do video editing and all that. So, y'all fucking with somebody who really coming from the bottom and then don't know, gonna try and error and gonna figure it out as he go, man. A little bit more about me, man, for y'all know, man. Like I said, I started off my last little time talking to y'all about, just one of the experiences I went through in prison, man. And I've been thinking about it all week pretty much about what I'm gonna talk to y'all about, what I'm gonna tell y'all about. And I don't really want it to be no sob story, because I'm not one of those type of people that look at my life like, oh, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, and that's why I did this, and that's why I made these choices. And yeah, your life experiences got a lot to do with who you are growing up and who the person you turn into, and I get that, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from being me. Like the things that happen. Of course, I was born in '85, height of the crack era. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm a crack baby, if that's what y'all want to call it or whatever. I'm pretty sure my little brothers and little sister is too. My mom was 15 when she had me. She was a child herself. So like the things I went through as a child, like as a child you feel some type of way about that, but as a person, as a man now, I done grew up in these streets, and like I know what it's like to be a kid with a kid. Even though I was 20 when I had my first child, like I was still a kid just because I was grown legally in the age and the eyes of the system or whatever. Like you still have a child's mentality at 20. You're still trying to figure out life. A lot of people, some people are more advanced than other people's and know what they want to do when they 9 years old, and they follow it all the way through and they die doing that. And I wasn't one of those people, man. I grew up in the streets. I done been shot. I done been stabbed in prison. Hopefully I'm get a little footage for y'all later on of my stab wounds. Try to get that. Maybe I'll have my girl take some pictures when she come in from work about my stab wounds, my shots and all that. But like like I said, man, my mother, she smoked crack for the longest time. My grandparents had smoked crack. My grandmother's been clean for 24, 25 years now. That's my heart. That's my world. I love them. She lives in Atlanta, Georgia. I wish I could be there. But like some of the things that being in prison take away from you is like I wasn't there for my mom when she died. She died from cancer in 2011. And I was in the feds. Like I wasn't there for her. And like maybe it's fitting the last time I laid eyes on my mother, I was laying on her floor in the living room and she was leaving out to go to work. She had been clean for years now. She had just got out of prison. But she didn't go to prison for it. She ended up beating the case for robbery and kidnapping. I just let y'all know I come from a background of real gangsters. But my mom and her boyfriend had been locked up for robbery and kidnapping. They tried to get her to tell on her dude or whatever and this and that. And she stood tall. Did like a year and a half, almost 2 years fighting the case, beat it, got out. But the last time I seen my mother, she was walking out her door, going on her way to work. And she was like, "Are you gonna be here when I come home?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Mama. I might be going back to Louisville." That was the last time I seen my mother, and the sun was like directly behind her head, and it's like, as I think back on it, that was so fitting, like a little halo around her head. And I guess in a way, it's sad that I wasn't there for her. I'm kind of mad at myself for that, but maybe I'm kind of happy that I don't have to remember my mother going through the things that she went through, dying. I was raised by not my biological mother, but I call her my mama. She raised me. My mama and my daddy, Ben and Jean Scott. They passed away when my mama passed away when I was 18. Father passed away when I was 20, right before I turned 21. And looking at how my life was back then, like I wasn't there for her either. Like I was just way too caught up in the streets, and she was in a nursing home right there. And it's like the last 3 or 4 months of her life, like I didn't go see her. And like that plays hell on my conscience to this day. Like I always felt like maybe it's my fault, because she would have never done me like that. I know that for a fact. She traveled great distances to come see me when I was in juvenile boot camps and penitentiaries and stuff. Like I know she loved me and would have never done me like that. And like that plays with me heavy to this day. But, growing up in the streets, man, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Like I said, I grew up on Hemlock. I grew up gang banging. And like being in a gang is like one of those things, man. Like I did it. I am who I am. Wasn't one of my smarter decisions, but it's not something I advise for anybody else, for any other kid, or anything like that. Like, you end up it's just like being in prison. You end up into a lot of things that you really don't care about, really don't give a fuck about. But because you're in the gang, like you gotta give a fuck about it. So, I mean, that is what it is on that aspect. Drugs, the guns, the fights, the things like that, man. Like that's just part of that life. Like that life ain't really what it's cracked up to be, man. Like I can think of all the homies from my block, man, and like very few of them are doing good. I mean, they living, some of them are dead, and homies kill homies, and like really there's no loyalty in these streets. Like you gotta find a certain crew of people that you run around, that you hang around, and like I guess it's like a trial and everything, because everybody ain't who they say they are up front. And even the dudes that you grew up with, like them dudes change. I'm pretty sure like some of my homies look at me like, damn, quick left and this and that, but I left to try to make a way for y'all. And even though, everything ain't go how it was planned, but still to this day, like if I get rich, my homies is coming with me. No matter whether I talk to them, no matter what the beefs was we had back in the day, like them is my homies, them is my day ones. And like I always can make sure they alright if I got the chance. I always do that. But, my family and my kids come first. Going as a child, I was bounced from group homes and foster homes. I done been in the state system, like I said, as a juvenile. I put myself through all type of juvenile penitentiaries and boot camps and being gone and all. Like, I've been locked up my whole life. Man, like, that shit just really, like, take its toll on you once you get a certain age or like something finally clicking. And I mean, like I said in my last little video, when they told me that, I had to take all this damn time, and in the back of my head, I'm like, I ain't even hit this motherfucker, man. Like, I got to do all this fucking time, and I ain't even hit the nigga I shot at. Like, that does something to you, and then you lose things, like, slowly but surely, boom, next clothes, cars, money, people, and like all that takes a toll on you, and it shapes you into a different person, or it can make you or it can break you. And looking at the time, like, it started to break me, not to the point, where I ever was thinking about telling nobody, but like I just was ready to give up on life. Like, man, fuck it, like, I'm gonna die in prison. I was 29. I'm looking at coming home when I'm 50 plus, and I'm like, man, fuck it. They might as well keep me forever, because what I'm gonna do at 50 when I come home? And that's a bad mentality, man. And thankfully at the time I had a girlfriend, man, Caitlin. We ain't make it through my bid. I already knew we wasn't gonna make it, but I mean, at that time she was there for me, and she kept faith, and she helped me keep faith, and to the point where I didn't get that time, as I told y'all, and I told y'all why, to the Johnson case. But it took that to break me, to make me understand, to make me see, like, man, what the hell you doing out here, man? Like, you doing all this shit, and at the end of the day, like I told you, all this shit was about a bitch. You ready to do all this time about a bitch who still ain't shit, who still ain't nothing. When I was coming back from court the other day, yesterday, I was talking to my nigga in the van on the way back from court, and it's just like, man, I'm trying this the right way. I'm trying to do things the right way. Like, I ain't running the streets and shit no more, man. Like, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get, I go to work. I'm trying to get my record label popping. I'm trying to get my little beats and get my music going. I got a little plan for some t-shirts. All those little things play into your head, like, about trying to do better. But I keep, like, everywhere, every step I turn is like a road bump. Boom, it's gonna be continuous road bumps, and it's just like, damn, man, I got to pay these people more money and these people more money, and like, at the end of the day, it's still the same situation. Like, if I had not been drinking and driving, like, I wouldn't have had to go pay these people $400 and something and go do dip programs and whatever the hell that is, and courts and all that. Like, I wouldn't have to do all that. It's still, at the end of the day, me. So I have to accept that. It just hurt, but like, on the way back from court, like, just like, I was hurt. Like, I was laughing, but I really wanted to cry. Like, man, I'm trying, bro. Like, I used to be a spaz. I used to just clock out about dumb shit, and like, people just really don't understand. Like, thank you, bro. I'm not the biggest gangster in the world, And I tell a lot of people that I get into it with, they killed Paul Castellano in the middle of the street. That's the boss of all bosses of the mafia. They killed JFK in the middle of the street, and a lot of dudes look like, what's that mean? Anybody can be killed. I'm anybody, but that also goes the other way around. But just, I know I'm not invincible. I know things can happen to me. Like I said, I used to be a spaz about the dumbest shit. And like, to the point, like, I was just spazzing in the van about why I was locked up, and like how this nigga ruined my life about a bitch and called the police on me, and he the one who started the gunplay and took it there and did this shit. To the point he just turned around and looked at me. He like, you might need counseling, bro. Nah, he didn't say might. He said you need counseling. I'm like, counseling? Man, fuck that shit, man. This nigga just ruined my whole life about a bitch. I mean, looking back on it, I laugh about it now. I really wish I had got it on camera, man. That was one of those moments y'all could have seen, like, where, like, yeah, he going through some shit, and he might need counseling, because I was really just kind of clocking out. But I mean, hey, man, Like I said, things happen. I got a smile on my face today. I'm alive. I woke up. My kids alright. They in Louisville. I talk to them through Instagram. Usually, I don't really get to talk to them a lot. I told y'all a little, me and my baby mom are not the best of friends. I love her to death. I wish she would get her life together. But we don't really talk. But me and my kids talk, and that's all I care about. Whatever she chooses to do with her life is what she chooses to do. But, man, like I said, I'm going to just stop on here, once a week. So, man, and as things go on, progress in my life, I'm kind of a house nigga now, man. I'm trying to make it a little bit. I do and dabble out in the streets with my friends a little bit. I don't really get into much, man, but, as this progresses, man, I'm going to introduce y'all to the homies. See a few things I done. I guess, like I said, I'm gonna try to figure out, maybe I'll just drop some pictures on my page or something, my past life, some of my wounds, things like that, man. Just tell my struggle, my story, and who I am, man. To everybody who's supporting me, man, I finally just kind of figured out, like, to share my stuff on Facebook and all that yesterday, and I went from like 0 views to 60-something views. It's not a lot by far, I know, but I see the difference that just like promoting yourself and how to promote yourself and do things like that'll make. So I'm figuring it out a little bit at a time, man. One day at a time. That's all I can do. God grant me breath to wake up in the morning. I'm gonna figure something else out, man. So I'm ready to go on, get out here, man. Get out your way, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day, man, and figure it out. It's your boy Quick, man, coming from the heart, telling y'all a little bit more about me again. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping little samples of some of my beats and stuff on here soon when I get all that together and figure out how to do all that stuff. So it's definitely gonna be more. It's definitely not gonna just be all about me and my life and things like that. It's definitely gonna be some fun things going on, man. Me linking up with people and figuring this out, man. So I'm gonna talk to y'all next week, man. Holla at you.